Now, ABCD is a parallelogram and AP and CQ are perpendicular from vertex A and C. That means ABCD is a parallelogram and AP is perpendicular to BD and CQ is perpendicular to BD. And what we have to prove? That triangle APB, that means APB and triangle CQD both are congruent, or that means if this congruent, then we can easily write by CPCT AP is equal to CQ. Now we have to use, because here it is a ABCD is a parallelogram, that means this side is equal to this side. So in these two triangle, one side is same, that AB, and here it is CD, right? Another thing, this angle CDP is equal to PBA, because alternate interior angle these two are. These two sides are equal in both triangle. And one another thing, these two are right angle, so two angle and one side. So by AAS congruence rule, we can prove that APB is congruence to CQD, right? Now what we have to write? What is given? Here it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram and AP and CQ are perpendicular to from vertex perpendicular to vertex A and C on diagonal corner BD, right? Now another thing is what we have to prove, that means to prove triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD, right? Now proof. Now we know that the ABCD is a parallelogram, that means opposite side are equal, that means ABCD is a parallelogram. That means AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. And one other thing, that AB is perpendicular to CD and AD is perpendicular to parallel to BC, right? We will name this as a result number 1, this as a result number 2. Now we will take our required triangle, right? Because it is triangle APB and triangle CQD. That means I will draw the rough figure that you can get a better idea. That is, it is not like this, because it is a right angle triangle. So it will like this. Here APB, P is a right angle, that means P will be here, A, B, and same another triangle. Sorry, it is a right angle. So Q is a right angle, C, Q, D, right? Now we can see that AB is equal to CD. this side is equal to this side, right? Now this angle P is equal to angle Q because both are right angle, because AP is perpendicular to BD and CQ is perpendicular to BD. Now another thing, angle CDQ and angle PBA are alternate interior angles. That means angle D in this triangle is equal to angle B in this triangle, right? Whatever we have discussed, that we have to write, and by AS congruence rule we can prove that these two triangles are congruent, and by CPCT we can write second one, right? Now, so first AB is equal to CD. Because it is a parallelogram, that means it is given, or you can write result number 1. Another thing, angle APB is equal to angle CQD. Both are right angle. And another thing, angle ABP is equal to angle CDQ. And reason is what? That CD is parallel to AB and BD is a transversal. That means these two are alternate interior angle. Right? That means we can definitely write triangle APB. Now we know that B it is D, right? P it is Q, and here it is C. And by CPCT, these two sides are equal by CPCT, right? Now we are going to discuss the exercise 8.1 question 11. But if you want to solve this, then you have to know the theorem 8.8, right? Now what theorem 8.8 says that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. That means any quadrilateral can be a parallelogram if, what is the condition? If pair of opposite side is equal. That means if any quadrilateral, if this is a quadrilateral and if these two sides are equal, AB is equal to CD and AB is parallel to CD, then this quadrilateral will be a parallelogram. That means opposite side has to be equal and parallel, then any quadrilateral can be a parallelogram, right? That is the theorem 8.8. That means opposite side are equal and parallel, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now here one figure is there. I will draw the figure. Triangle A B C. And another thing is triangle D E F, and this side is connected to this. I will draw this triangle little down. It will be easy. D E F. That means we have to connect this side, this with this, and we have to connect this side with this side, right? Figure is like this, right? Now what we have to do, that in triangle ABC and DF, AB is equal to D. That means this side is equal to this side, and AD is parallel to D. That means this side equal to this side, and these two are parallel. Then we can definitely write by theorem 8.8, AD EB is a parallelogram, or ABED is a parallelogram, because these two sides are equal and these two sides are parallel. That means by theorem 8.8, first we can prove that ABED is a parallelogram. If this will be a parallelogram, then AD is parallel to B and AD is equal to B, right? Third one, BC is equal to EF. That means this will be our C. This BC is equal to EF. That means these two sides are equal and these two sides are parallel. That means this triangle BCFE is also equal, right? And further we can prove that ABED BEFC, AD is parallel to CF, AD is equal to CF. Then we have to prove AC is equal to ACFD is a parallelogram, AC is equal to DF, and triangle ABC is congruent to DF. So many results we have to prove. Now first we will take in first whatever quadrilateral we have to prove. In quadrilateral, it is so easy sum ABED. AB is equal to D and AB is parallel to D. That means by this and theorem 8.8 we can definitely write ABED is a parallelogram. Right? This will be our result number 1. Right? Second one, BC is equal to EF. This side is equal to this side and these two sides are parallel. That means BCFE is a, or BEFC is a parallelogram. In quadrilateral BEFC, BC is parallel to EF and BC is equal to EF. That means BEFC is a parallelogram. This will be our result number 2. Now, AD is parallel to CF. We know that these two sides are parallel because ADBE or ABED is a parallelogram. That means this is parallel to this. B is parallel to CF because BFC is a parallelogram. That means this side is parallel to this side and this side is parallel to this side. We can definitely write this side is parallel to this side, right? Here we know that AD is parallel to B and B is parallel to CF, because this we can write from result number 1 and 2, because these two are parallelogram, and if it is a parallelogram then opposite side are equal and parallel. That means we can definitely write, and one another thing we can write, AD is equal to B and B is equal to CF, right? That means we can definitely write AD is equal to CF, and if this side is parallel to this side and this side is parallel to this, that means AD is parallel to CF. and if these two sides are equal, that means AD is equal to CF, and if these two sides are parallel, then we can definitely write quadrilateral ADFC is a parallelogram, right? Or ACFD is a parallelogram. So therefore we can definitely write ACFD is a parallelogram, right? Now that means ACFD is a parallelogram. That means we can definitely write this opposite side are also equal. That means AC is equal to DF. This will be our result number 3, right? Now what we have to prove? ABC is congruent to DF. So we will take these two triangles ABC and triangle DEF. We know that ABED is a parallelogram. That means AB is equal to D, right? So we can definitely write AB is equal to D. This will be from result number 1. Second one, we can definitely write BC is equal to EF because BEFC is a parallelogram. That means BC is equal to EF, and that is also given, right? Here these two are equal. BC EF, or we can definitely write from 1 instead. We can definitely write it is given in the data, right? And third one, AC is equal to DF. We have proved it from result number 3. Now we can see that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. That means by triple S congruence rule we can prove that these two triangles are congruent, right? So by triple S SSS congruence rule, we can definitely write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF.